All right, welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is Doomsday Hunters. Shoot stuff in a pixel perfect world. Combined items. Build guns. Die every time. Roguelike. Twin stick shooter where magic and post apocalyptic future technologies collide. Defeat the evil Lord Dracula and save everyone. So yeah, this is a roguelike twin stick shooter type game.
It's run based, roguelite ish. Although frankly, I only did a couple of runs. You can mouse and keyboard it or do the regular thing. You have a regular gun and a sidearm. So the reason why it's especially particularly roguelite-ish is that you have to unlock pretty much everything, including alternate playable classes. Playable classes that have different, or alternate player characters and playable classes that have different things to start with. There's also a big fat skill tree that I think is meta upgrades. Yeah, because it's unlocked in the meta upgrades coin thing. So yeah, you have a sidearm that is weak but always there, although you can get different sidearms. You have a big gun that has limited ammunition and is stronger. And you can get mods for it, although the only mod I ever got was a fucking V-shot thing, which made aiming really shit because when you're pointing at something, you're no longer shooting at it. And then I got like a machine gun and had the same thing, and it started shooting almost 180 degrees to the side. You have like a directional jump that you can use to get over gaps, which is very relevant because Petty Fan here is in the tutorial area. In the main game, it's a lot more small island based, and there are not as many bridges. Down there at the bottom there, they're trying to show you that you can pick up some things by shooting at them instead of collecting them. Honestly, this seems like a decent game, but absolutely not my thing. There are lots that you need to get money. You need to get keys to open certain kinds of boxes. Other kinds of boxes you need to shoot or use your special attack on that is not always easy to aim, or and also your charge for it, I think, drains when you're not in combat. At least allegedly. I found myself usually not having any of it. Yeah, that's the one. If you have the splitter on with this weapon, it shoots very wide, and I was having a really hard time hitting anything with it. The graphics are kind of nice and pixely, although after I took it out of full screen mode, I had some trouble getting the... So these are the purple crates that you need to use your special weapon on. It's telling you, like, down at the bottom of the thing for that, it tells you what button you have to use to do it, or in the corner of the special weapon. It's a different button. I only know what it is on the controller because I played with the controller. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
The Q button. Numbers are hard.
You can pick up items to use. There's a lot of stuff here, but it feels like you have to play a lot or get pretty good at before you can actually access most of it, which might not be ideal to some people.
On the other hand, that's very standard rogue-like behavior.
Yeah. Oh, also, the water is radioactive because of bad guy reasons, so while you can jump over it, if you go too far, you get hurt. And also, you get radiation marks on your character, which I don't know what do, honestly. I just avoided getting them.
I mean, valid.
Pettyfan's been skipping all over the tutorial thing, so I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's presented linearly, unlike, well, the main game is kind of linear. The first stage isn't. There is an end if you go all the way to the end.
I couldn't even see the little arrow things.
But yeah, this is literally, it was helpful to me because it's walking you through. Okay, so there are pickup items. There are things you can break, which was helpful because I was a little bit baffled by the you can break boxes just by walking into them, and I had to keep remembering that there are items that you can use. But yeah, there are 8 or something, maybe 10 playable characters, each of which has some different things. After the beginning, you can choose different classes, like assassin class or survivor class or something, that make you have different perks to start out with on your run. So that's good. But yeah, I didn't put in too much. So, and then in the main hub, yeah, these are the different classes you have the choice of. The beginner class is actually pretty good. It gives you some abilities that are useful if you're just starting out. A lot of stuff you can't get yet because you don't have the between runs currency. The big computer lets you access different universes that have different static modifiers, like increased risk versus increased reward, or weird restrictions. So how is this controlling to you, Betty Fan? You're better at this kind of game than I am, so you might have a better feel for it.
Fine.
Okay. It felt a little awkward to me, but I figured some of that was probably because I'm not used to it, and mouse and keyboard is probably a better way to aim than actual twin stick. See, fool that I am, I thought that a twin stick shooter game, might be best to play with something with 2 sticks, but it is less precise that way, although there are options for aim assist. So you can turn on aim assist for mouse and keyboard. You can turn off aim assist for controller, and you can turn on more aim assist for controller. Yeah, and then at least for the first few, it drops you into a bunch of islands in the radioactive swamp, and you basically have to kill all the things, try to pick up power-ups, and get to the end of the segment. That island cleared thing tells you that you're done with this section. Although sometimes there's a drop or something that you can come back and get. Yeah, and then at the end you get picked up by a ship and dropped on another set of islands, and then there is a number of those that I never reached before you get to go back to the main thing or die. And then get to go back to the main thing. And in between you get to, a lot of the other characters you unlock just by playing for a certain amount of time or getting to a certain point. Most of them aren't really stupid requirements, but... And then a lot of other stuff is unlocked with currencies that are... There's the cash, which is mostly used between runs, and then there's other currencies that are used between runs, which is, again, fairly common for a roguelike. So yeah, I think the isometric-based twin-stick thing didn't really grab me, but I think it seems pretty solid in spite of that. And the music is pretty catchy. And the aesthetic is not totally original, but the retro in that it is pixelated, but also there's a lot of color and stuff can be kind of nice. I guess this is a good time to ask what the damage is price-wise.
$15.99.
I think that's probably a pretty good price for it, because then even if you don't feel like replaying it forever, it's not like you dumped your life savings into it or anything. So yeah, overall, I think I would probably recommend this at that price. Just probably better mouse and keyboard, and I guess look out for combinations that don't work well. There's probably a way to drop add-ons, but I was really hoping I was just doing something wrong.
Like switch them and like scrap them, but I think that's about the best you're gonna get.
Well, you don't have an add-on right now. If you did, it would be above your gun icon.
I just mean I think I did something like that in the tutorial.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah. Like, I wanted to have one, and I did get another add-on drop, but it was the same one.
Yeah.
And like, I get the idea of a V spread shot, but when you're trying to aim by pointing at things, and your weapon, well, when you do the charge attack on this gun, which you I think unlock just by not firing for a little bit, it was a little bit better. And yeah, and then in between there are like various trees you can upgrade with traits. Oh yeah, it also unlocks new enemies, which I'm not sure if those just appear or what. But yeah, there are upgrades between things, like you can upgrade there's like a survival track that starts out with extra hit points. There's a learning track, which makes you level up faster. There's a I forget what they called it, but there's one where the first step of it is that you unlock a punch that you can do by using the jump button in Melee, which jump is misleading. It's a dash.
Dodge roll, but yes.
Yeah, dodge roll. And stuff like that. So yeah, there is a good amount to it, and I think it's enjoyable at that. I just and I also understand why they start you with a generic guy instead of some of the guys that have weirder abilities. Like, I think the first guy I unlocked, his ability was that he has no sidearm, but his main gun has I forget if it was unlimited ammo or you can hit someone with it when you're near them. So you will unlock alternate play styles as you play, is basically what I'm getting at. I think that's about what I got.
All right.
Okay. All right, then. So that'll about do it for Doomsday Hunters. Be sure to tune in after the break as we cover Mystic Gate.